else do we have on last 10 minutes of that video?
Bandages off.
Yeah.
Why did they not take the bandages off? Okay. All right. Besides that, like the overall main ideas from the end of that video.
They're brainwashed.
They are so manipulated.
Okay. Brainwashed, manipulated. So, if you heard the narrator, she said that the lines of fear and the lines of indoctrination have basically been blurred, where it's hard to tell the difference of who was actually like praising Kim Jong-il at that time, who's actually praising him because they really love him and like him, or because they're afraid to not praise him. They're afraid of the potential consequences. Yeah.
So they were praising the great leader and the great general?
It's like the same idea. Great leader is the great general.
So didn't they have a picture of Kim Jong-un?
So you have Kim Jong-il, and then it was his father, which is Kim Jong-un's grandfather. And so it was showing Kim Jong-il and his father. Those were the two pictures.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I thought it was kind of like weird how they didn't even like thank the doctor. Like maybe they did, but like I didn't see it. But like they were just like praising the.
Yeah.
The doctor's the one that saved their side.
Yeah.
Kim Jong-il did
Nothing.
He really didn't do anything. You can have, some of them might have family members that are starving. Some of them might have family members that are in labor camps, and they're still praising Kim Jong-il all the way through that. That shows the deep effects of indoctrination, especially if you have someone whose like safety depends on like going along with a certain belief system. It's like humans will do that. Humans are social creatures. They survive in groups. And so if you're rejected by the group, like if someone was to speak bad about Kim Jong-il, the group would reject them. They could get in trouble. They could potentially be killed or be tortured. Yeah?
I like that I learned that Kim Jong-un played soccer.
Yeah, he played soccer in like Switzerland or something. And he was wearing a Bulls basketball jersey.
Yeah, remember how I told you Dennis Rodman was the ambassador to North Korea? Did I tell you that? You don't know who Dennis Rodman is? I'll just show one quick picture of Dennis Rodman just to reiterate that. Yeah, so Kim Jong-un, he loved the Chicago Bulls.
Do they still like him?
I think he likes the 90s Bulls. That was like his childhood team.
Jordan.
Dennis Rodman, he's been criticized because
Wait, so you mean like Jordan and...
Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman. This is him now. Oh, there's this picture of him. This is him back from when he played with Michael Jordan. No. But Dennis Rodman, he blew a lot of his money, just like on drugs and other things, and then he has become friends with Kim Jong-un, and he's flown out to North Korea. Kim Jong-un took him to his private island, and Dennis Rodman's response to that, he said, Kim Jong-un's something along the lines of, Kim Jong-un's a great guy. He wants those around him to enjoy themselves. Gave me a lot of drinks, and people are saying a good guy. You're talking about a dictator that murders people. And so there's controversy there. If Dennis Rodman should be taking those trips in the first place, let alone praising Kim Jong-un publicly. Okay, anything else from when they were praising their leaders in North Korea?
They're like,
Is it-
it's sad.
It is sad.
It's all sad. Like they're like screaming about it and they're like crying about it. It's like,
Yeah, there's people that were emotional, like it indicates they were
Yeah.
sincere. Indicates like their understanding of the actual world, like to objective individuals that understand what's going on in North Korea, it's an absolutely ridiculous thing to see, but to them, that's their reality. Highlights the point that people's reality exists inside their mind, almost regardless of what objective truth is. Did it remind you a bit of like something you'd imagine in a cult?
Yep.
yeah.
The whole country of North Korea is one big cult.
It's just
You could
the-
compare it to that.
It's a cult inside him.
But keep in mind,
They're all being
there,
manipulated and controlled through fear.
but there has to be. I would imagine there's some people in that chapel. Maybe their family members were getting cured. There has to be some people in North Korea that don't like their leaders, that just stay quiet about it. They just keep their heads down, and if they're in public, they might act like they might act like they're cheering, just to try and like stay out of trouble. There has to be some people that don't like it. I mean, I've heard stories of individuals sneaking in like DVD players and they watch movies from the U.S., but they have like a blanket over their head and they're blind shut and try and like hide it because they could get in a lot of trouble if they were caught. Definitely interesting. North Korea, just
Aren't Jews like illegal in North Korea?
I don't know
Because
about
they're
that.
like thought to be like Americans, so like if you're like wearing jeans in North Korea, they'll like kill you or something. It's so dumb.
Really?
Yeah,
And they
you can
don't,
look it up.
they don't believe that like the skyscrapers we have, say in New York are real. They think that what they tell them is that they tell them that everything that America has is like fake. And
Yeah.
our lives are terrible, and that we're all living in poverty. And
So
that
basically-
everyone's starving and dying.
Yeah, they're brainwashed into thinking that they're living like paradise, while like America is like a wasteland. That's what they.
So
think.
they're technically flipping the two.
Yeah, they're-
Because we're kind
It's all
of, I mean, I'm not trying to be like rude to them. Like, we're prosperous and they're the ones that are like starving.
Sure, we have a high standard of living.
They just like,
Yeah, okay. Propaganda. When you all learn in high school, read the book 1984 if you get the chance.
Oh, yeah.
That's a book that it's written by the same guy that wrote Animal Farm, but it just highlights like propaganda has a more powerful effect than people give it credit. Like if you are taught something from a young age and those ideas are just pounded in your head over and over, like you can get people to believe some really wild stuff that objective individuals would say like, no, that's nuts. Like I can't believe in that. All right, we're gonna move on